Did you know that your afternoon nap might be hiding a dangerous secret? That cozy, refreshing snooze could be more than just a quick recharge. It might be linked to something far more serious. Welcome to Healthy Start, where we dive deep into the science of living better, longer, and healthier. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button for Healthy Start and ring the bell so you never miss a video packed with life-changing insights. Today, we're unraveling a topic that's been buzzing in health circles, the surprising connection between napping and an increased risk of death. Stick with me as we explore what the science says, why it matters, and how you can nap smarter to protect your health. Let's start with the big question. Why are naps, those blissful moments of daytime rest, suddenly under scrutiny? For years, we've been told that a quick nap can boost energy, sharpen focus, and even improve mood. Picture this, it's 2 p.m., your eyelids are heavy, and you sink into the couch for a 20-minute power nap. You wake up feeling like a new person, ready to tackle the rest of your day. Sounds harmless, right? But a growing body of research, including a study highlighted by Health Day, suggests that napping might not always be the innocent habit we think it is. In fact, it could be tied to a higher risk of mortality, especially for certain groups. Before you swear off naps forever, let's break down what's going on here and separate fact from fiction. The study that's got everyone talking comes from a team of researchers who analyzed data from thousands of people over several years. They found that regular napping, especially naps longer than an hour, was associated with a higher risk of death from all causes, including heart disease and cancer. Now, hold up. This doesn't mean that every cat nap is a one-way ticket to trouble. The key lies in the details: who's napping, how long, and why. For example, the study showed that older adults and those with underlying health conditions like diabetes or sleep apnea were more likely to see this risk. If you're a healthy 30-year-old sneaking in a 15-minute nap, you're probably in the clear. But if you're older, napping daily, or dealing with chronic health issues, it's time to pay attention. So, what's the deal? Why would something as natural as napping be linked to such a serious outcome? One theory is that long naps might be a symptom, not a cause. Think about it. If you're napping for hours every day, it could be a sign of something else going on, like poor nighttime sleep, undiagnosed health problems, or even depression. Sleep apnea, for instance, is a condition where breathing stops and starts during sleep, leaving you exhausted and more likely to nap during the day. People with sleep apnea are also at higher risk for heart disease, which could explain part of the mortality link. It's like a puzzle. The nap itself might not be the villain, but it could be a red flag waving in front of a bigger issue. Another piece of the puzzle is how napping affects your body's internal clock, or circadian rhythm. Your body loves routine. It's wired to sleep at night and stay awake during the day. When you nap for too long, especially late in the afternoon, you might be throwing that rhythm out of whack. Imagine your circadian rhythm as a finely tuned orchestra. One wrong note, and the whole performance feels off. Long naps can make it harder to fall asleep at night, leading to a cycle of poor sleep, more daytime fatigue, and you guessed it, more napping. Over time, this disrupted sleep pattern can stress your heart, raise blood pressure, and even mess with your metabolism, all of which can chip away at your longevity. Now, let's talk about the heart of the matter, heart disease. The Health Day study pointed out that napping was particularly risky for people with cardiovascular issues. Why? Well, long naps might be linked to inflammation in the body, a key player in heart disease. When you nap for extended periods, your body might not be getting the physical activity it needs, and that sedentary lifestyle is the known risk factor for heart trouble. Plus, if you're napping because you're not sleeping well at night, your heart is already under stress. It's like adding fuel to a fire that's already burning. The result: a higher chance of heart attacks, strokes, or other cardiovascular events that could cut your life short. But let's not demonize naps just yet. Not all naps are created equal, and the science backs this up. Short naps, think 20 to 30 minutes, are generally safe and even beneficial for most people. These power naps can boost alertness, improve memory, and lower stress without messing with your nighttime sleep. The trick is to keep them brief and early in the day, ideally before 3 p.m. This way, you get the perks without the risks. It's like having a shot of espresso for your brain, quick, effective, and no jitters later. On the other hand, naps longer than an hour, especially in the late afternoon or evening, are where the trouble starts. They're more likely to disrupt your sleep cycle and signal underlying health problems. Let's zoom out for a second and look at who's most affected by this. The research suggests that older adults, particularly those over 65, are at higher risk when it comes to frequent or long naps. Aging already brings changes to sleep patterns, less deep sleep, more waking up at night, so daytime napping might seem like a natural fix. But for seniors, excessive napping could be a warning sign of conditions like heart failure, lung disease, or even early dementia. If you or a loved one is napping a lot, it might be worth a chat with the doctor to rule out any hidden health issues. For younger folks, the risk is lower, but it's still smart to nap strategically to avoid any long-term habits that could backfire. So, how do you nap without rolling the dice on your health? First, keep it short. Set an alarm for 20 or 30 minutes to avoid slipping into deep sleep, which can leave you groggy and mess with your nighttime rest. Second, time it right. Aim for a nap in the early afternoon, when your body naturally dips in energy. Think of it as catching a wave. You want to ride it at the right moment. Third, check your sleep habits. If you're napping because you're exhausted every day, it's time to look at your nighttime routine. Are you getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep? Are you cutting back on caffeine or screen time before bed? Fixing your sleep foundation can reduce the need for naps in the first place. Another tip, make sure your naps are intentional, not a default response to boredom or stress. Sometimes, we nap because we're feeling low or don't know what else to do. Instead of crashing on the couch, try a brisk walk, a quick meditation, or even a healthy snack to boost your energy. It's like choosing a green smoothie over a sugary soda. Small choices add up. And if you're someone with a chronic condition like diabetes or heart disease, talk to your doctor about your napping habits. They might recommend a sleep study to check for issues like sleep apnea or suggest ways to improve your energy without relying on naps. Let's address the elephant in the room. Should you quit napping altogether? For most people, the answer is no. Naps can be a fantastic tool when used wisely. The key is balance. If you're napping occasionally, keeping it short, and feeling great afterward, there's no need to stress. But if you're napping every day, especially for hours at a time, it's time to take a closer look. Ask yourself, why am I napping? Is it habit, necessity, or something else? Getting to the root cause can help you make smarter choices for your health. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. This napping study is part of a broader conversation about how our daily habits shape our longevity. Sleep, exercise, diet, they're all pieces of the puzzle. Napping isn't the only habit that can have unexpected effects. For example, sitting too long, skipping breakfast, or even overdoing it on caffeine can quietly impact your health over time. The good news: you have the power to tweak these habits. Start small, try a shorter nap, move a little more, or swap that late-night Netflix binge for an earlier bedtime. These changes might not feel like much today, but they're like deposits in a health savings account, paying off big in the long run. As we wrap up, let's bring it back to why this matters. Your health is your greatest asset, and every choice you make, from how you sleep to how you nap, shapes your future. The science on napping and mortality isn't about scaring you. It's about empowering you to make informed decisions. So, the next time you're tempted to doze off for an hour or two, think about what your body's trying to tell you. Maybe it's craving better sleep, more movement, or a checkup to catch something early. Whatever it is, you've got this. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep prioritizing your health. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the world of napping. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who loves their afternoon snooze. Don't forget to subscribe to Healthy Start and hit that bell to stay in the loop for more videos packed with practical, science-backed tips. See you next time, and here's to living your healthiest life.